When you think about the word impact, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to be impactful? Not just for everyone around you, but for yourself as well. Because as entrepreneurs, we one of the reasons why we started a business is because we wanted to help, right? We wanted to create an impact, a massive impact at that, right? That's why we do these crazy things to ourselves, right? And put ourselves out there. But what does impact really mean to you? And where are you coming from when you do give impact towards someone else? And so this really got me thinking because yesterday I donated blood, and in the Canadian Blood Services marketing campaign, one of the slogans that they have is that it's in you to give, and this really just created a brand new meaning to that word, right? And the fact that it's so important for us to put ourselves first, because when you think about the giving blood process, right? Um, an average person has around 4 liters of blood in their bloodstream. And so when you donate blood, you give 500 or half a liter of that, right? So an eighth you give away. And that's a significant amount, right? You can't really, as men, you can't give blood. Like you can give blood every 2 months. And as a woman, because of our menstrual cycles, we can give blood every 3 months. And so the reason for it being there is the fact that, if you're giving blood, you need to take the time to regenerate new red blood cells to be able to give some more, right? And so how are you doing that to yourself when you're creating an impact? Because obviously giving blood was incredibly satisfying, and it is impactful, right? Like that half a liter of blood could definitely save someone's life, and I have seen that being a nurse, right? I saw that impact, and it felt freaking amazing to do. And so, but again, like, and I wanted to do more. Like I asked them, right? I was like, when is the next time? Not till 3 months. But, because it takes time for us to regenerate the optimal amount of blood that we can give, the best impactful blood that we can give. They test your hemoglobins before that to make sure that you have enough iron, right? You don't qualify to donate blood if none of these things are intact within you, right? And so how are you doing that with yourself, and how are you doing that to help you with your clients and, people around you? Because we know at an intellectual level that we need to put our oxygen mask on first, right? And so when you are giving yourself that oxygen mask, are you just like taking a few deep breaths and then that's it, and then you're not really that full, maybe you're like 60% full, and then you choose to give away your energy towards someone else? Or are you actually taking the time to be optimal? Now optimal doesn't have to be 100%, it could be 80, right? Whatever it is to you. So how are you doing that for yourself now? And do you feel that you are in the capacity to actually give to the best of your abilities right now? Because if not, what is that for you? Have you explored that? Is this something that is valuable to you, that is worthy to you, that is something that you like to do, right? So asking yourself these questions is super impactful. Why? Because if you're in the impact profession, you really do want to create a massive impact. You want to be able to learn how to fill yourself up first to ensure that what you give is to the best of your abilities, right? You want big impact, you get to impact yourself at a big capacity as well. So are you doing that? And one of the things that this was actually very funny, going back to the blood story. It's quite funny because obviously you need to be very well hydrated before that, and I've been reprioritizing my health so that I can do these things again. Been falling off, haven't donated blood for like a decade, mostly due to like travel stuff, but wanting to give means that we have to prioritize our self-care, right? We get to prioritize our self-care. And this prioritization can't say that word today, of self-care comes from being able to value yourself enough that you're actually going to do the things to ensure that you take care of yourself, right? Because if you don't love yourself, you don't believe in yourself, you don't feel worthy of putting yourself first, then taking action on self-care practices are going to be difficult, right? There's going to be a resistance there. So look at yourself inwards to see if you really do believe that you are someone who is worthy and deserving and good enough to be prioritized, right? This is one of the biggest concepts that my clients and I work on, being able to believe that they are worthy, right? The clients that I have left a very unhappy relationship. And one of the reasons why they stayed for too long is just because they didn't believe that it was possible for them to live away from that person or leave that person. They didn't believe that it was possible for them to live a fulfilling life. And because of that, their self-care practices haven't been on par, and it was more self-sabotage than self-care, right? And it's not about beating themselves up when they realize that. It's just gaining that clarity and saying, oh shit, like I haven't been prioritizing myself. This is why this happened. This is why I stuck in that unhappy relationship for a long time. And so being able to really just start doing these things bit by bit, one step at a time, one breath at a time, and really allowing yourself to care for yourself, to believe that you are worthy of it, is going to make a tremendous impact on you and your ability to not just move on, but to run a business, right? If you don't believe in yourself, are you going to make the offers? No, right? So it's like, that I talked about a lot of concepts here that are all very intertwined: self-care, prioritizing your cup up, asking yourself the right questions, and doing all these things. It's not just one thing, right? It's not just one thing. It's not just a belief in yourself. It's also your ability to feel safe in believing in yourself, which is more of a nervous system type regulation work. It's being able to feel your feelings so that you can gain clarity as to what you need to shift and what you need to take action on. And this is exactly what I help my clients with, right? And so if you are someone who really and truly wants to start prioritizing yourself so that you can show up optimally for yourself, for your business, for your clients, right? And being able to come from a place where you genuinely desire to give, because yes, you can give right now, but are you genuinely wanting to do it, or are you doing it out of obligation? Coming from desire is coming from desire is a much more fulfilling place to be in, because you want to do it, right? The procrastination isn't even a thing because you look forward to doing it. And so if you are someone who really wants to unapologetically put yourself first so that you can intuitively create a successful business and have fulfilling relationships around you, then I am taking one-to-one clients for the exact work that I just mentioned here on this video. And so the link to book a call is going to be in the comments below to see if we are a great fit. And this, working together will work for you, even if you're already doing the work, right? Even if you are already seeing a therapist, even if you are already even if you feel that you're already successful and you want to level up, because truth of the matter is there's going to be blind spots, right? We all have these blind spots. And when we can see ourselves at a different perspective, and we can allow ourselves to see that, we can unlock a new level that maybe we haven't explored before, just because we either haven't seen it or haven't believed in ourselves enough to know that that is also possible for us. So again, the link to book a call would be in the description below, and I cannot wait to watch you crush it.